Yo, 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 what's up, party people? My name is Sage Lewis. This is the Sage Against the Machine podcast. I think I'm getting over my cold. I'm feeling a little bit better, man. I'm feeling on top of the world. It's a little chilly out there. I'm gonna have to get on my bicycle in the rain to get out to my Ward 8 lovely human beings, say what's up to them. Been to about, 1,000 voters so far. Doing pretty good. Today's show is about liberals giving away their rights. They love to do it. It's like as liberal as anti-fracking and tofu. I don't know. Hey, Jane, it's good to see you. Good to see you. Check this out. Check this out. Let's go over right here. I want to show you this. This article came out April 29th. What? No, this ain't even right. This is actually, this just got passed. Is that even right? This just got passed this week. Anyways, look. Akron increases penalty for menacing public employees out on the jobs. Akron City Council passed an ordinance this week that increases penalties for anyone who menaces a public employee performing their duties from a fourth to a first degree misdemeanor. Every worker that could be put in a situation where their life or their well-being could be affected doing their job should have extra protection, says Ward 6 Councilman Brad McKittrick, retired firefighter, big on supporting workers. I mean, yeah, like you look at that and you're like, yeah, man, these workers don't need all this crap. And I guess that's what I'm understanding is that these linemen and stuff, these workers out doing, cutting trees and blocking traffic and all that stuff, like are getting serious threats. They're getting serious threats. Said he was concerned about city and utility employees in dangerous positions carrying out their duties, citing stories who workers were threatened, robbed, or assaulted. These people are performing their work oftentimes alone. They're kind of vulnerable because they might be on a trash pickup or on a pole. I mean, you are kind of vulnerable on a pole. You got to give that guy credit on that, I mean, come on now. What are you going to do? You're stuck on a pole. That is bad. Ordinance was inspired by a similar bill which offered protection to utility workers. So this is here, Ohio House bill on utility workers. It says amending the revised code to expand the offense of aggregated menacing to prohibit threatening a utility worker, cable operator worker, or broadband worker with intent to obstruct operation of utility. That seems fair, right? Like those guys don't need that crap in their life. Well, it just so happens that this past Monday, whatever that date is, today's the 15th, it's Thursday, so you math that. A few days ago, Akron City Council passed a anti-menacing law that will not only protect workers like cable operators, it is also going to protect city council. And I watched can I find that? I don't know if I saved that. I watched it would be nice if I prepared. I prepared a little, okay? I watched the hearing and they directly referenced Reverend Ray Green when he stood up at city council. And what he said, I'd love to play that back for you, but of course I don't have that. But what he said was, and I've done a podcast on it, you can find it if you really care. He stood up and he said to Jeff Fusco, I challenge you to say what you're saying here in a dark alley. And what he was saying was that Jeff Fusco sits up here saying he's sucks. He's a dick to the people. He's a dick. He is a total dick. Russ Neal, councilman from Ward 5, called him straight up a liar. And interestingly, Russ Neal said, before we pass this anti-menacing menacing, this menacing law, let me tell you, you're a liar, Jeff Fusco. That's what he said. Called him a straight up liar. The only guy to vote no on the menacing thing was Russ Neal, who, incidentally, has been censored because he was accused by 6 anonymous women. We have never heard their names. We've never heard from them. He was accused by 6 anonymous women during COVID, where no one was at work. No one was going to the office. They were afraid of Russ Neal. They felt threatened by Russ Neal, apparently on Zoom. 6 anonymous women. And that's the moral of the story. It's the scary black man. Everybody is scared of the black man. That has been the trope since the beginning. The black man is coming for your white women. They got big dicks and they're violent and scary, and you should be afraid of the black man. Because I'll tell you what, Tara Mosley had seriously menacing white racists in her front yard. I don't know if they shot at her or not. I can't remember that. But it was terrifying. I saw it. They didn't do anything about that. But 2 weeks ago, Reverend Ray Green, a black man, stood up at City Council and said, I challenge Jeff Fusco to go out into a dark alley and say what he's saying up here and see what happens to him. And they're like, oh no, the scary black man is threatening the white man. Ah! We can't have that. We can't have that. The history of the KKK in Akron, Ohio. Don't fail me now. Don't fail me now. Ohio History Central. During the late 1860s, some Southern veterans of the defeated Confederacy created the Ku Klux Klan. Yes, they did. I wanted to say Akron. Is this even in Akron? I don't need to know about the Ku Klux Klan. Okay, hold on. We apparently had one of the largest Ku Klux Klan. Michael Long said gunshots happened nearby, but not at her home. Thank you for clarifying that. Yeah. This was Akron, Ohio, Ku Klux Klan, 1921 to 1928. A thesis presented by the graduate faculty of the University of Akron. Partial fulfillment of blah, blah, blah. Here it is. Introduction. A routine term paper led to the undertaking of this project when it was seen how much material was available and how little had actually been written about the Akron KKK. The author proposed it as the subject for his thesis. One element of interest was Akron's Klan's claim of being the world's largest chapter in the Ku Klux Klan. Another was the total absence of any mention of this huge organization in the literature of the Klan. This, in turn, is due to a lack of organized knowledge on the subject. The development of this knowledge would also reveal the extent to which Akron Klan resembled its counterparts elsewhere. What you need to know is the KKK was strong and mighty in Akron. Strong and mighty. And you need to know that racism is alive and well in Akron. How about this? Redlining in Akron, Ohio. Check this out. The failed Akron Inner-Belt. Basically, this is a road. This is a road that we thought was going to be great. Failed Akron Inner-Belt drove decades of racial inequity. Can the damage be repaired? The mistakes of the past are guiding discussions for the future of the 30-acre decommissioned stretch of the Inner-Belt. What they did was they put a road directly through a black neighborhood and completely decimated the black neighborhood. And then it turns out, funny story, it was a stupid road anyways. Let's see. Michael is offering some valuable insight here. Valuable insight. Let's see, Michael. Let's see what Michael has to say. Michael says, have you seen the leaked list of Proud Boy members? Had a lot of cops and politicians on the list. I believe believe it. I believe it. A lot of our cops. Okay, now let me ask you this. Why does a white person who doesn't live in Akron, Ohio, lives in a rural-ish neighborhood around Akron, decide to be a cop and come to Akron? Can somebody riddle me that? What? Couldn't get a cop job in his town? He just loves Akron so much he wants to just come and help Akron? No. He's looking at Akron and he's like, that place is fucked up and I'm going to go in and I'm going to clean house. Don't you think? Don't you think? I mean, why? Why do you live in another city and decide you want to be Captain America in a city with addiction, violence? I believe it's because you don't understand what's going on in that city. You're like, it's the no good, poor black people. You know, we don't have black people in Wadsworth. Only 3% of our population in Wadsworth is black. And look how good it is. Wadsworth is great. I'm going to Akron. I'm going to clean shit up. It's suspicious. It's suspicious. So yeah. No, I have not seen, Michael, the leaked list of Proud Boy members. But I believe it. Now, I believe that the way you deal with racism, like the way you deal with everything, is say, hey, man, I'm not here to come after you, to ridicule you. If you haven't hurt a black person, if you haven't hurt a black person, strung a black person up in a tree, burned a cross in a black person's yard, you're just yelling about how you hate black people? That's fine in my book. That is fine. That's what the ACLU has been promoting this whole time. What, the Westboro Baptists want to go down and be like, God hates fags and that's why he's killing the military. I don't even know. I can't even make it connect. I don't know. They go to military funerals and put up signs, God hates fags. I don't even understand how they do it. But God bless them. Because you know why? Because it's the liberals that would love to see that shit closed down. They would love to see it. They would love to see the Westboro Baptists shut up. They'd love to see the KKK shut up. They'd love to see anybody that's not on their side shut up. They'd love it. Now the problem with that is, it's all well and good until the tables turn. Oh, how the tables turn. You see, I don't think a lot of people have a lot of vision, okay? So, imagine this. Imagine we have a law that says you're not allowed to say anything that's racist, derogatory towards minorities. That seems good. Oh, that's good. We're not going to be able to say anything derogatory towards minorities. Well, guess what? Guess who's going to be a minority in about 20 years? White people. White people. And so how do you think it's going to be when you aren't allowed to say anything about racist white people? Be like, those racist white people need to shut up. Oh, now you've said hate words. You've said hate words. You can't say that about minorities. And white men are minorities now. Can you see how that's a problem? Can you see how they're stringing up protesters in Iran for standing up for what they believe, women's rights? Is that really what you want, liberals? because that's where you're headed. Think, man. Think. Good Lord. Good Lord. Stop telling me what to say. And then people are like, well, your words have consequences. Well, there you go. Now you're doing it again. You're doing it with capitalism. Now you're doing anti-freedom of speech with capitalism. Well, if I don't like what you're saying, I don't have to buy you. I can defriend you. And of course you can. Of course you can. But you're still being a dick because your little fragile self can't handle hearing anything that goes against what you say. One of the biggest problems I have with my communist friends is they get all in a fluff if I don't agree with every single word they say. How did we get in a place in America where if you don't agree with everything I say, you're the enemy? You're the enemy. We have gotten so immature, so childish, so butthurt, so fragile that we are too weak to hear words we don't like. What the living fuck is going on? Do you know how many people complain about me swearing? I'm actually trying to swear less, but God damn it. Oh, and they really hate that when I take the Lord's name in vain. Like the Lord gives a flying fuck. Doesn't he got a lot going on? Have you seen the black hole in the middle of our galaxy? Don't you think he should be worried about something big like that? Instead of me, what word I'm using? No, he's got nothing better to do than to be like Santa Claus in the words I use. That's what the Lord is doing. Great. That's a wonderful God you got there. Really got his eye on the prize. Big thinker there, that guy. Wonderful. Fucking wonderful. So, am I missing comments? I don't think I am. Oh, wait. Why am I missing? Oh, no, I'm not missing. I thought I was missing. No, wait, I am missing. Hi, dang it. All my good comments are getting missed. Wait, Jiminy Christmas. Hold on. I thought I was missing it. Oh, I'm missing it. Okay, hold on. Okay. So Michael said, my bad. It was Oath Keepers. Okay. Let's look at Oath Keepers. What is an Oath Keeper? Who are the Oath Keepers? Okay. All right. Who are the Oath Keepers? It's a far-right anti-government militia whose leaders have been convicted of violently opposing the government of the United States, including the transfer of the presidential power. Hey, man, anybody that's suspicious of the government, you get a check mark in my box. Okay. I believe in being very suspicious of our government. I don't trust him because did I even get to the point of this, that they passed this menacing law? I haven't forgotten. Hold on. The lawyers for the National Proud Boys had one of our few good council people on his hit list. Good Lord, hit list. Okay, now that's where I go wrong. You can't be just killing people willy-nilly. Now, you can make memes, you can yell at them, you can even go fucking stand in front of their house, I think. That's legal, I don't know. But you can't be killing them. And I'm going to tell you why. Killing people is bad strategy. Okay? Case in point, Timothy McVeigh. I said, Timothy McVeigh. Okay. So look at this guy. Whoops. Timothy McVeigh was an American domestic terrorist responsible for the Oklahoma City bomb. He killed all these people. Do you know why? No. He was inside the vehicle. He had some issue, right? I'm not even going to go look it up. Timothy McVeigh didn't just go kill those people for no reason. He had an issue. Did it help his cause? I don't think so. He killed all those kids, all those people. And who even knows what Timothy McVeigh was trying to get across? It's bad strategy. Look, Activist movements take years and years and years, but they can change, okay? Do you know what the Dalai Lama is doing over there in India after he got thrown out of his Tibet by those assholes, the Chinese? He's educating the shit out of those Buddhists, educating the shit out of them so that they can go back into China as educated people and take back their country. He's got the long game on that shit. That's what you got to do. You got to have the long game. Anytime these terrorist attacks work out, which John Brown, I give credit to starting the Civil War. God bless John Brown. Total luck. Total luck. He was the spark that lit the match to the Civil War. I love John Brown. He is my hero. I will not be playing a live reenactment of John Brown. That guy was an idiot, a fucking idiot. Killed half his family. Wife must have hated him. What a stupid idea that Harper's Ferry raid was. A total debacle. Just a mess. No, but God bless John Brown, because he cared. But that's not the way to go about it. Strictly from a strategic point of view. That's what you got to know. The reason I'm not burning down buildings, the reason I'm not killing people is because it's not strategically sound. It's not strategically sound. That's why I'm running for government out on my stupid bicycle, knocking on doors. Hi, my name is Sage Lewis. I'm looking to be your next Ward A council member. I would love it if you look at this piece of paper and consider me. Don't forget the primaries, May 2nd, 2023. Please consider voting for me. That's it. Thousands of those. Thousands. That's my plan. It's my plan. Good morning, Robin Everly. Good morning. Why not come to the Akron where mayor or police chief won't hold you accountable? Are you talking to me? I live in Akron. I don't know. The liberal war on comedy. Oh, thank you for saying this. The liberal war on comedy is the worst part of everything. It's getting to the point where you can't laugh in public without making sure the joke is politically correct. Josh Randall up next. My brother. What's up, my man? It's good to see you, Josh Randall. Geez, oh, Pete, I was just thinking about this. Dave Chappelle, the greatest comedian in the history of comedy. Without a doubt, he's the GOAT, the greatest of all time. No doubt. Now, he's got a problem with trans people. But who the fuck cares? The man's not allowed to have an opinion on something? Well, it's not my opinion. I mean, it's not the politically correct opinion. Well, good. Jesus Christ, what kind of monotone country do you want us to live in? Let me tell you why I think Dave Chappelle has a slight problem with trans people. And I don't even know how. I mean, he's friends with Jenner. What's her name? Kendall Jenner? No, that's the young one. Kristen Jenner. Bruce. I can only remember his name is Bruce. I'm sorry. Now you're going to cancel me because I can't remember Jenner's name. What's her name? Kristen Jenner? Kendall? I can't remember her name. It's crazy. I think he has a problem because he sees that the gay movement is having much more success than the black movement. Everybody's like, I love the gays so much. They're so wonderful. Oh, let the trans children, if they're a boy and they want to be a girl and they want to, box, just let them. He's like this. Look, and I think he'll say as much. I'm like, fine. It's fine. I got no problems with that. I'm just saying there's some black people over here that would like to have a few words about equal rights. It's ridiculous. The liberals, my God. Oh, wow. Look at all this. There's so many. The Oath Keepers are cops. Ah, yes. The Oath Keepers are cops. Yeah. Are they evil? Are they just I don't know. Karen says, God is everywhere because he wants to be in a relationship with us, not because he wants to condemn us. That is why Jesus died for us. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for saying that, Karen. Look, don't you all know that we suck? Don't you all know that we're pieces of shit? Okay? If you haven't figured out that we are all, me included, pieces of dirtbag shit, you are either not looking around or you haven't been on the planet long enough. Give it long enough, you'll realize what a piece of shit you are. And that's the beauty of the whole Jesus thing. Jesus came down. He's like, look, I know you're all pieces of shit. I know it. I know it. But you know what? You're like one of those beta fish that, we got to put in a little bowl. You can't even put two beta fish together. You got to put like a bowl of one beta fish over here, and you put another beta fish bowl over here, and they'll still fight each other through the bowls. You're kind of like that. But we love you anyways. You can still be our beta fish pets because we love you. And that's the message. So Jesus, God, is like, look, I'm just going to say this. I'm doing a lot. I'm trying to do a lot for the community. I'm trying now to go to the Supreme Court to be allowed to have like one fucking tent in my backyard for somebody that has nowhere else to take shelter. They've been kicked out of all the shelters. Everybody hates them. They're sex offenders. They're everything. They're terrible. They got measles and AIDS, and they burn down houses, but they haven't been taken to jail yet. I want the worst of the worst, where they got no place to shelter. I want that one tent. I am now at the U.S. Supreme Court begging to be able to have one tent in my backyard for somebody that has nowhere else to shelter. I am trying to do a lot. I've written 2 books on homelessness. I've tried to raise awareness on homelessness. And I am here to tell you, I am quite confident I am still a net negative on Earth. Just my very existence, just the shit I shit, like the shit I shit out today in that toilet and went down the... Nobody needs that. Nobody needs that extra shit. Me in my car, I'm going to get on an airplane. I fly around every once in a while. I don't give a fuck about everything I should be giving a fuck about. The world would be better if I was Thanos. And I'm not trying to commit suicide. Don't misread what I'm saying. I'm fine and happy. I'll eat as much bread because the fucking bread, and now it's cookie season. God, my wife can cook a motherfucking cookie. God damn, her cookies are good. I'm going to stay on Earth as long as I can eat the cookies and the bread. Because look, I've been waiting to be on this Earth for 13.8 billion years. After I get off this Earth, I got another 22 billion years until the universe ends. I got 80 years to eat these fucking cookies and bread. I'm going to sit here and eat them as long as I'm able. Okay? I don't give a shit if I'm contributing to global warming, which I'm sure I am. I don't give a shit. I don't care. I'm eating the cookies, goddammit. I only got 80 years out of like 30 billion years to eat these cookies. I'm eating them. Anyways, Jane Piper says, oh, you can't do memes. Oh, really? Oh, really? This is interesting. We had a council member recently recalled for a meme making fun of the former mayor. What? That was the excuse anyways. It was actually because she was deciding vote to not gerrymander your district. Oh. Ooh, they're going to try and recall me. That'll be fun. I'm down with that. That'll be good. Michael says, no, that comment is from when you were talking about the police coming down. Oh, I'm sorry. Thank you, Michael. Thank you. I'm a member of the LGBTQ plus community. Thank you for saying this, Michael. And don't get the hate for Dave Chappelle. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. If anything, his comedy special made people pay attention to the trans community and gave them a spotlight. God damn it. Why can't everybody be smart like Michael Long? Do you see? Okay. Let's take QAnon, okay? Let's take QAnon. These crazy-ass motherfuckers think that, you can correct me, anybody QAnon on here, you can straighten me out, because your ideas are, if they're not this bad shit crazy, that's crazy. They think that Hillary Clinton is in the basement of a pizza place raping kids. They're pedophiles, devil-worshipping pedophiles. Okay? Now, should we stop QAnon from being able to say that liberals are devil baby eating racist, or not racist. That's the conservatives. The baby fucking devil worshippers? No. Because you know why? Because I'm like, oh my God, I got to learn more about this QAnon. And I went over to QAnon, and because I am a rational human, learned these people are fucking psycho nut jobs. Okay? Now, if you bury that shit, then I'm like, what's going on with QAnon? Why are they burying that? QAnon shit's been buried again. It makes it more valid. Ah, yes. Yes, indeed, they do. Michael Long points out they think JFK Jr. is still alive. He was going to be Trump's running mate. Michael says, I'd hate to see how they treat George Carlin. I know. Look, I'm pretty sure I'm going to change my pronoun to they. Okay? I'm going to go with they. And the reason I'm going to go with they is because I'm tired of representing wealthy old white men. I'm just tired of it. Okay? I'm tired of wealthy old white men running the show. Now, I know it's ironic. I'm not the richest guy you've ever seen, but I own shit. Okay? I'm wealthier than a fair amount of people, okay? Don't get me wrong. I'm not Donald Trump rich. I'm just fine. I'm fine. But I'm look, I got houses, I got buildings, I got shit. I'm wealthy, okay? Wealthy enough. I'm going to go they because I believe wealthy old white men have been, as the liberals like to say, colonizing the fuck out of this planet since day one of wealthy white old men. It's becoming very clear to me that you either follow the wealthy old white men path or there is no path. Okay? The LGBTQIA community is only succeeding because the wealthy old white men have finally deemed it acceptable. Did you see what passed in Ohio? Look at this. Let me show you this. Want to bet what you need to know before you can do sports gaming now in Ohio on the internet. You can go to MGM Northfield. You can go to kiosks, bars. You know why? I don't know why that has a picture of that. That doesn't have anything to do with gambling addiction. I don't think. I don't know if it's a symbolism. You know why? Because wealthy old white men want it. Let me go to the bottom of this article. Let's go to the bottom. This is important. Come on. Boy, this is a good article. There's a lot of shit here. Does sports gaming pose a bigger addiction risk than any other form of gambling? The National Council of Problem Gambling, the NCPG, said that recent studies show gambling problems among sports bettors at least twice as high as gamblers in general. The rate goes even higher for those making sports bets online. Okay? Now, who's at risk? College-aged, educated men under 35. They don't give a fuck. They want their sports bet. They want their sports betting. They want it. Why do you think alcohol is legal in America? Because German and Irish old white men wanted it. Why do you think we've had to fight tooth and nail to even think about smoking marijuana, just something that grows out of the fucking ground? Because wealthy old white men didn't want it. I heard it was Randolph Hearst that had a bunch of tree farms, and he needed the trees for pulp for his newspapers, and he heard about this thing, hemp, that could also be used for newspapers, and so he created a campaign anti-marijuana. That's what I heard. I don't know. I don't know if it's true. I just heard that. Am I allowed to say things that I don't know if are true? Because that's where we're headed. That's where it's headed. Well, Sage, that's not exactly true. Well, now, Sage, since you said something not exactly true, we're going to have to cancel you. Oh, fuck. Because that's what you're headed at. I'm not allowed to say anything that's not true? Like, fucking, there's a hell and a heaven? I'm allowed to say that? Bullshit. You know why? Because wealthy white men like it. They like it. They like it. Michael, proud events used to be underground. Now they've become corporate. Yeah! Because there's fucking money to be made. The LGBTQIA community has money. And it turns out a lot of wealthy old white men are also gay. So, you know, it works out fine. They're like, God damn, Ralph, you're a gay too? Jesus Christ. Fuck, I guess. All right. All right. Gay people are in, says the wealthy old white man. Just always remember that we have always lived in a world where what the wealthy old white man gets is what he wants is what we get. It all makes a lot more sense when you look at it like that, okay? Why are our prisons filled with black men? I don't know. Why is that? Well, it's because they're no good, Sage. They're no good. They need daddies in their communities. No, fucking it. Oh, yeah, good point. And they do vote. Wealthy old white men vote. Well, usually it's because they have wealthy old white men to vote for. You know, it's like between two wealthy old white men, you know? Like, well, which wealthy old white men shall I vote for today? Let me see which one it'll be. This is a hard one. This one is hard. Black people look around and be like, God damn it, I'm tired of voting for fucking old wealthy old white men. Sick of that shit. Sick of it. Okay, did I ever get to the point of this whole fucking podcast? You know, the more I try not to swear, the more I swear. I'm really sorry. What are you going to do? I'm a problem. Look, I'm a piece of shit, a negative drag on humanity. I should wear that as my I'm sorry sign. No gays vote. What? Gays don't vote? Maybe they don't. I don't know. Maybe they don't. Maybe they don't vote in Texas. I think gays, I don't know. I don't know the voting rate of gay people. I don't know. I know black men don't vote. I know that because the NAACP president of Akron said so. She said it. It must be true. Must be true. Okay, so here's the thing. I want to read you what menacing is. Okay? Did I say they passed this menacing thing so now you can't menace a politician in Akron? I want you to see this. You got to see this shit. Okay? Menacing. No, bad, Sage, bad. Menacing. There's two. There's menacing and aggravated menacing. The prosecution must prove that you knowingly caused another person to believe that you would cause physical harm to their person, their property, their unborn child, or their immediate family. And then aggravated menacing is you knowingly caused serious physical harm. See, that's the difference between menacing and it's physical harm. So now, get this. I make a meme where I say Jeff Fusco is evil. He's Satan. And Jeff Fusco says, I believe Sage is going to cause me physical harm. I'm scared of Sage. Automatic jail time. Automatic. I think it's 3 days. Brought to you by the motherfucking liberals. Because, and may I say, everyone voted for it except the black man. Is there another black man on the council? No. A couple black women. There's one black man, and he voted against it. It was 12-1. Russ Neal, the only person to vote against it because he knew exactly what this bullshit was. It was an anti-black man thing. That is so fucked up. This menacing bill is a menace in itself because all you have to do is believe they would cause physical harm. And they mention things like you're not going to be able to stand in front of a council person's house with a gun. Would that shit even fly in Texas, Jane? Could you imagine somebody telling you where you can stand in public with your gun? Holy shit. Well, I'm tempted to try it. Liberals, and I'm a liberal. I vote Democrat. I just can't get behind a lot of you Republicans. I'm sorry. I love you guys. I don't know. There's something about you. You're a lot of Christian in your diet. I'm not anti-Christian. In fact, I consider myself a Christian. It's just, you jam it down my fucking throat all the time. Sick of that shit. Just like your fucking shit. It's tired. We jam that LGBTQIA shit down your throat. Stop that fucking shit. Leave us the fuck alone. You leave me alone, conservatives. We'll leave you alone. And we can all fucking just leave each other alone. Jesus Christ. But at least these conservatives fight for the fundamental rights of America. And it's 1A and 2A. Okay? They are always fighting for their right to freedom of speech. And they're always fighting for their right to bear arms. And they are right on both counts. Okay? You must understand who America is today and who America always has been. We're bloodthirsty motherfuckers. We always have been. Look, a few wealthy old white men got a little upset in Boston one day because they felt like they were being overtaxed on their fucking tea. They dumped that shit in the fucking harbor and went to goddamn war over it. Okay? That's who we are. We fucking funnel weapons all over the world. We kill people constantly. We're constantly killers. We're killers. We're killers. That's who America is. Everybody else gave it up like 100 years ago. Not America. We're like, fuck that. We love our guns. Have you seen our new gun? Let me show you this new gun. We love it. We love it. We love it. Love it. It's who we are. Okay? Now, let me reference the gun problem. It's basically this. We got a shit ton of guns. Okay? Number of mass shootings from 1998 to 2019 had 101. That's more than 4 people were killed. That's a mass shooting. Okay? We had 101. The next closest was France that had 8. Had 8. It's because we have more guns. Okay? We had more guns. Let me see if I can play a, hold on. Let's see. Firestone. Let's see here. Oh, man. Hold on. I want to, let's see. High school. Wait. Akron. I want to play the, man. I really wish I would prepare better for this. Anyways, we've had several guns at my kids' high school. The people called last night and said, good news, we got 8 more people to check people in through our metal detectors. That's just what we're going to have to do in America. More fucking metal detectors. Okay? Okay? Americans are crazy motherfuckers and I love you. Okay? Now, I just feel like we know we got a shit ton of guns. We know we're not going to get rid of the guns. We've already proven somebody can go in and just mow down an entire elementary school and we aren't going to do jack shit about it. Okay? We have proven that time and time again. So now we need fucking metal detectors. We need to close the doors. We need doors, a lot of doors. We need metal detectors. That's what I'm saying here. Doors and metal detectors. Okay? And you got to close your doors and lock your doors. Okay? You got to lock your doors and you need metal detectors. I'm just telling you how it is. You think you're going to fucking take on the conservatives, who, by the way, have most of the guns, about taking away their guns? Good fucking luck. That shit ain't happening. That shit ain't happening. Okay? Metal detectors indoors, ladies and gentlemen. Metal detectors and yes. See, Jane concurs from down in yeah, they love their guns. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Jane says, I'm saying wealthy white men support gays because they vote, and saying white old men support gays because gays vote. Oh, I gotcha. Thank you for clarifying that. Michael says, I love that they add the line prosecution must prove. Knowing damn well 90%. Yeah, who's the prosecution? The fucking government. 90% of the time, the prosecution didn't have to prove anything. They just have to have such a high bond at the next hearing. This is bad. This menacing bill is bad. If you elect me, city council, I am going to fight to either, look, we need to protect our street workers. That sounds like prostitutes. We need to protect them too, but mostly I'm just talking about like linemen and, those guys. Don't fuck with them. Leave them the fuck alone. They're turning on your goddamn electricity. They're running your internet so you can watch all your fucking Pornhub. Leave them the fuck alone. Jesus Christ. But the fucking politicians, fuck them. They need to be scared. Politicians should be running scared constantly. Okay? Running scared. We need to review and update that menacing law because that menacing law is menacing the right to speech. And it was passed by 12 supposed Democrats. Fuck. Did I say good morning, Joyce? Good morning, Joyce. It's so nice to see you. Happy today, whatever today is. We got to accept who we are. This is the problem. I'm going to all these DEI classes, diversity, equity, inclusion, and justice. Now they added J, which I love. I'm a total DEI-J person, but it's contingent on which liberal, what they want to be diverse and equity and inclusion about. We need to love our conservative neighbors. Our conservative neighbors are critical to the success of America. They always have been, and they always will be. I love you dearly. I love you dearly. I love all your crazy Jesus shit, and I love it when you decorate your houses, and I love you make good food, and I just love you. You're like reliable, You're like a fucking steady clock. You can rely on a conservative. If we spend our time just hating 50% of the country, we are never going to solve the problem. Yeah, Michael says, and this is the truth, once they protested at Horgan's house, I knew they were going to have some BS law coming. But I'm here to tell you it only happened after the black man, Reverend Ray Green, said what he said 2 weeks ago. Then they jammed it because they're afraid of the black man. It's racist. It was racistly pushed through. It wasn't the white people yelling at Dan Horgan. It wasn't the white racists terrorizing Tara Samples. It was one black man who they said it was something he did not fucking say. And now we have that fucking bill because we are racist assholes in this city. And we have to accept that. And then we have to say, and that's okay. Okay? Can we learn how to say that's okay? I'm going to tell you something. Now that he's dead, can't be mad at me. Maybe somebody else can be mad at me. My father-in-law had a problem with a lot of black people. He had black friends, don't get me wrong. And he was legitimately cool with them. But he had problems with black people, okay? I'm going to tell you why he had problems with black people. He grew up in a black neighborhood on the east side of Cleveland as a poor white boy where he was the only white guy. And those black kids terrorized the fuck out of him. He told me about a time, they always stole his lunch money. And he told me about a time where a black kid came up behind him, jabbed a sharp pencil in his neck and said, "Give me all your money." Wouldn't you hate black people? Wouldn't you hate them? Come on. Have some goddamn empathy. All right? Now, What I do believe we should outlaw are these two satanic evil, they're not satanic, they're evil institutions called the Democrats and the Republicans. They're causing most of the problems in our country, because if we weren't all lined up red and blue and we had to line up as people and learn what a person believed instead of just listening to the news and taking whatever hot topic point is and be like, that's why I hate conservatives today. That's why I hate liberals today. No, it's the Democrats and the Republicans tearing this country apart. They are insidious, evil people. Evil. But you must be one because it's a two-party system. You can't be anything else and expect to make a difference in politics if you're not part of that. That's the number one reason you will win or lose. If you are not part of one of the two parties, that's good. Boy, you're so smart. You'll lose. Michael says, Jesse Ventura says it's best. They're two gangs, the Democrips and the Rebloodicans. I love it. That's good. It's true. Dissenter versus CR. What is that? What's CR? Dissent versus CR. Can you explain that? I'd like to know more. I would like to know more. We need to get rid of these labels, people, and we need to learn about the people. All right? Now, here's the point at which I show you my gun. Here it is. This is a Smith & Wesson M&P 9 Shield EZ. It's a 9mm. It's got eight, things in the clip. Let me, okay, good. It's empty. Here it is. Now, this is my gun. Okay, now, I am not really a gun person. I own a couple guns. Hold on. This here is my concealed carry. There it is. Yes. You have to take your glasses off. Here is my FFL, Federal Firearms License. Yes, I'm a licensed gun dealer. As you see there, Rubber City Auctions. Yes. Do you know why I carry this gun? You know why? I like doing this. Watch this. Bam. Love that. I'll tell you why I picked this gun. First of all, I think I have arthritis in my hands. And so the EZ, they say, is 30% less hard to rack. So I like that. And the clips come with these super cool little, here, I'll show you. I'll see if you can see these. Do you see these little, like here? When you're loading your mag, you can just pull this down. So you pull these down. Can you see that? And then your thing goes in there. It's super easy. Super easy. Yeah, my CCW was the first time you ever see me without a hat. Yeah, I had to take off my glasses and my hat. I just don't like my head. I feel like I look like a cancer patient. I always, and plus I have precancerous bullshit on the top of my head, so I just wear a hat. Then I don't have to comb my hair. There's a lot of upside on a hat. I think it makes me look not quite 80 years old, 51. I carry this because I go into a area of town. Oh, I also look at this here. I'll show you. It's got this cool safety on the back. So if your hand isn't fully on the grip, it won't fire. And then I also have a safety up here. So I have double safety. I like that. I like that. It makes me feel good. I go into an area of town where guns are prolific. Have you seen all the killings in Akron? Okay. Oh boy. She could be right. So now Karen's like, if you don't want to be accused of threatening politicians, you may not want to brandish a gun online. Someone may take the video only and write their own narrative. Okay, see, that's fucking bullshit. You could be right. But God damn it, I'm allowed to have a gun. I'm allowed to have a gun. But by all means, and may I say, I am absolutely 100% against violence for political reasons and violence of any kind. But you see, here we go. They're like, oh, Sage, you can't say that. You can't have a gun. I'll probably get a call from my attorney too. You can't do that, Sage. What if people blah, blah, blah? What if blah? What if blah? What if we lose our right to have guns and be able to say shit? Isn't anybody concerned about those fucking rights? Why are we so afraid of having our rights? They do. I know. The government loves taking the rights. They love it. Look, I checked. You can show guns on Facebook and YouTube. There's all kinds of YouTube videos, people out there shooting guns. You just can't sell them. Although I think technically you can if you're a CCW. Or I mean, a federal firearm guy. But I'm not doing that. So there you go. See, there it is. Karen makes a very valid point. Oh my God, Sage. You're saying something that could cause you're doing something that's very legal, but could get you in trouble. And here we are in America. Now we have this menacing law that we have to wonder what if I speak too loudly? What if I say, fuck you, Jeff Fusco? Is he scared? Is that menacing? Could be. Could be. Now he knows I have a gun. Well, you should have looked it up. I mean, this shit's all online. I mean, every cop in Akron knows I have a gun. Am I menacing? Is this menacing? Is my existence menacing? Can I menace on the internet? Even though I have explicitly told you I am against violence. Nope, I don't believe him. I don't believe him. The reason I carry this gun is because I'll tell you what. Okay, let me see if I can find. I can't show. I'm gonna screw up the show. A friend of mine was attacked by a madman, literally insane, with a hatchet, and seriously injured in his arm. That same madman came raging out of my basement at my house over on the east side, trying to attack another man. If it hadn't been for my friend Fox, who simultaneously controlled the axe, pulled it away, and de-escalated the other guy who was fucking pissed as shit about being threatened with an axe, I think somebody could have died that day. Do you want to take away my right to carry that gun legally while everybody else in that neighborhood carries weapons? Is that what you want, liberals? Is that what you want? Because that's where you're headed. There are more guns in America than people. And I go into a neighborhood filled with illegal guns. Filled with them. Drug dealers, illegal guns, and I'll tell you another thing. It's not uncommon for me to call the police on somebody. If they have burnt down a house, seriously injured somebody, and I know where they are, I'll fucking turn them in. If you've hurt somebody or tried to hurt somebody violently and the police are looking for you, I'll fucking turn you in. Now, do you know what that makes me? A fucking snitch. A fucking snitch. So what are you going to do? You're going to be like, well, no, Sage. The answer is no guns. You need to get that gun away. You can't show that gun. That gun it could mean you're menacing a politician. I didn't show you that gun to suggest I'm menacing anybody. I showed you that gun because I carry that shit because I am in the fucking real world over there. I don't carry that gun anywhere else, just on the east side. Got this cool holster. Love this holster. Here, look at this holster. It's nice and plastic. It goes on the inside of my belt. It's very nice. Covers the trigger like that. Like it very much. It's not particularly comfy, but it's okay. It's okay. Where are we headed, liberals? Where are you taking us? Because every time I look around, the place you seem to want to go is our fundamental rights. And that's fucking concerning. That is fucking concerning. And it should be concerning for you because someday that shit could turn on you. You're trying to make a totalitarian state. You need to get a grip, man. Grow up. Grow up. Stop telling me what words I can use and threatening me that my words have consequences. My words have consequences. Showing that gun has consequences. I'm not dissing you, Karen, but that's how liberals go. That has consequences, Sage. You might legally be able to do it, but now I'm going to defriend you. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that because it's my right. And you're right. It is your right. But I think you're being a little bitch for doing it. Because what you're saying is, if you don't believe what I believe, you don't count. You're wrong. We should cancel Dave Chappelle. We should cancel anybody that wants to carry a gun for protection. We should cancel words. And it's all coming out of the liberal left agenda. Please think about it. Please think about it. People, I love you. I love you. I love you. And I will see you next time. Bye.